All right, muchachos. I was late. I was putting Carmina Burana, an amazing song that is going to help us understand what happened now with Moses. Remember, Moses is in the presence of God. Remember, Moses is facing the burning bush. Can you hear? Amazing. And God is speaking. And now, God spoke with the voice of his father Amram. And God sent Moses to face Pharaoh. Moses was afraid. Who wouldn't be afraid to face Pharaoh? And God sent him with the sign of the staff. With this staff, Moses will be able to turn the staff into a snake and pick it up again. Because Moses will show that the Lord has power upon death. We will also see how Moses will receive the authority to heal and to curse as the Lord. Very important. Because now Moses has the Lord. But when I go and face my brothers, when I go and look at Pharaoh, and I will say, the God of my fathers has sent me, they will ask me, who is this God? What's his name? What's the name of our fathers? And God, who has broken his silence, will reveal his name. I am who I am. Muy bien. Okay. Now, this is important, brothers and sisters, because God, whenever the Lord acts, let me put this down. Woo-hoo, sorry. Whenever the Lord speaks, he says, some people have known me as the judge. Some people have known me as the one who makes justice, and they've called me Elohim. Some people have seen me fighting the wicked, fighting the injustice, and they've called me the Lord of hosts. Sabaoth is his name. And yet some people have seen me as the one who has mercy and pardons, the omnipotent. At this point, the Lord said to Moses, look at the top of your staff. What do you see? And Moses saw at the top of his staff the name of God. Amazing. How bold was Moses to ask for the name of God? Because by the name, we are subject. To know the name of God means to be able to call God to come to our midst. Very important. Because now this is where the Jewish people, this is what the Jewish people has experienced. This land is mine. The people of Israel will experience that with God, they have inherited the true land. And with God and the name of God, they will not be ever afraid. This is important, my dear children. Because God wants to appear in our midst, revealing his action, his work, his power, that we may never be afraid. That we may never be afraid. These days has been difficult, I said yesterday, because many have asked me to pray for their countries, no? There are many people dying, our friends, our family, and we cannot do anything. Just yesterday, a good friend of mine lost somebody dear to them, and they cannot accompany them to the cemetery. It's difficult. We need to pray, brothers and sisters, we need to pray. You will know me. You will know me for what I do in your midst. You will recognize the work of God for what the Lord does, even when we think he's far from us. He's really close to us. Now, at this point, Moses was still afraid. I'm afraid, Lord, even with the name of God, who will they believe me? I stammered. I am full of sins. I am full of fears. Who will believe me? It's true, If you were be sent to face Pharaoh, you would also be afraid. Courage, muchachos. Don't ever be afraid. Trust the Lord. Trust the Lord. Now, today maybe it's a little late to pray together. So I thought to do with you something else. Before you go to bed, have you done some gymnastics today? Have you do some exercise today? Have you run? Or how about maybe tomorrow? Because I was thinking that we should all enjoy that we have gotten to know the name of God. Would you be able to listen to the Lord like Moses? I will invite your children to dance with me. I remember my kids of catechism and the kids of the community, when they were bored, I would make them dance. And you know what I would make them do? This song. Because the minute they knew the mercy of God, like Moses, the Jews began to sing. And you know how they dance? They dance like this. Hey, hey, woo, 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 woo. Ánimo, muchachos. I hope you laugh a little bit and you dance with me. Bye-bye.